Good morning, motherfuckers. Welcome back to the Animation Revaluation podcast. I am Lizer, and with me, as always, are Jay and James. What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I feel like you haven't done that in a while.
I know. That one actually felt nice.
I feel
That felt-
revitalized.
that felt got a little bit of moxie in the soul today.
Woo! Oh, what's up, guys?
Nothing much. Pretty chill week, honestly. Well, warm for the most part. But...
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's not been a chill week.
No.
Getting hot as hell.
Been a quiet week more than chill, really.
Yeah,
Oh, it's been kind of busy because 4th of July coming up.
never heard of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you probably never heard of it, but like, I see it here in the store. It's just like everyone's just stocking up on like meat, burgers, buns. So that's when I know it's coming.
Bro, I got all the meat I need right here. Looking for some buns, though. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Catch me in the next Belle Delphine video.
Shit. Okay.
Don't forget to bring the butter.
Oh. Huh?
It's mayonnaise.
Oh.
Mayonnaise.
Have you guys ever toasted mayonnaise like on a burger?
You
Or on, like,
toast
on a bun?
mayonnaise.
It actually looks pretty good.
You mean like toast bread and put mayonnaise on it?
Are you
Like,
talking like
no.
you put the mayo on the bread and then put the bread in like
like a toaster,
a
but not
oven?
like in an oven, yeah.
'Cause
Like,
you just said toast mayonnaise. Like I'm gonna throw the jug of mayonnaise in like the oven.
Well,
or something.
I've been eating more like sourdough, so like I've been using more of an oven to like heat up and then just put like a layer of mayo because sometimes I don't have butter, and it pretty much cooks like similar to butter. Because I mean, essentially it's like half olive juice and half egg anyway. So it's just instead of butter, it's more like an oil, I guess. But it tastes pretty similar. I'm just eating that just with. It just changed a little bit of how I eat a little bit of sandwiches. But that's not important.
Every time I talk to you, I feel like I'm fucking high.
It's just a fever dream.
People do that. It's not crazy.
I didn't say it was crazy. You just all right.
It's just the way you went about it.
You just
It
go
wasn't
on
the
these
most direct
tangents.
approach. Yeah, it wasn't the most direct approach. So it was like all over the place. We just want you to get to the point.
Just like I'm talking about throwing a jug of mayonnaise in the oven. He's like, "Well, I use sourdough bread, so." It's like, all right.
Because he said it was toast.
All right. Let's just jump
What did
into
we
it,
do?
man.
Yeah.
Let's just-
What do we do this week?
James, what we watch, buddy? Hey, song.
Oh shit! Song came back. What's it called? Oh my god. Well, first of all, this was a big all fantasy world, and it's called Granblue. And I don't even know where to begin. It's just so vast, you know. It's just kind of like, how would you guys describe it? Like, I got like a lot of like D&D kind of like
How would you guys describe it?
vibes.
He says on the thing that he's supposed to be describing.
Oh yeah. Well, before I start, I want to kind of hear your guys' input a little bit, unless you want me to just
So
like
just give our
talk-
ratings now.
No, I just want to see like in general, was it like positive or anything? Like I just like you know, let me just read it, I guess.
Bro, I didn't realize that the picture we used was from season 2, so it's kind of like spoilers.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Oh yeah, they are coming with this season 2.
Okay,
Actually,
cool.
I barely just found that out though.
Damn.
Oh, but anyways, it pretty much starts. Oh, you meet two characters, Lyria and Catalina. And let me just put it.
By the way,
one
James is
is
supplying his own pictures this week. Have another break.
that one is Catalina,
I like this one.
and this one is Lyria.
Is she not wearing shoes in the show?
To be honest, I don't think I ever really noticed if she did or not. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't.
Bro, they're like walking over all types of dirt and rocks and shit. Them shits is funky and busted.
I don't know, but like for some reason, just like based on her character, you wouldn't be surprised if she
The
did.
dogs are barking.
Well, pretty much, they're pretty much under attack on the Empire's battleship, and at this point, you don't really know, like who, like what the enemy is, but you find out that both Lyria and Catalina are, I guess traitors. I guess is the best way I could really say it. Because I guess Lyria stole like this artifact from them. And then during like this kind of I guess like when after like they were confronted about it, I guess they got there was like an explosion in the ship, and then I think she was like tossed out of the ship, and then she fell into like this village where you meet Gran and Burn.
I want her to
So-
step on me.
Which one?
Catalina.
I could see that.
You can be like, I agree.
Oh, I
I
didn't
already
get a
have a Granblue waifu.
Oh,
She's not from the anime.
oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, forgot to get a picture of Vern.
Wow, how can you fuck up this bad? Who forgets pictures? Wow, fucking idiot. What is this, your first
Yeah.
time?
Maybe it is.
What happens when you pop your cherry?
Oh no,
Bro, that's a fucking GIF.
I
You can't
know.
download a GIF.
I saw. This one should do.
Filter fish. I also want to point out that I'm very fucking tired. So
Yeah,
excuse me if I'm not like top tier funny like always. I know I'm the highlight of this podcast and everyone comes to see me, so.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, I can't find a picture of Vern. But we'll just continue on.
I'll just show the fucking.
Um,
It's this fucking furry thing here with the fucking 2 sets of ears and wings. It's a little dragon guy. He's just a little guy.
and then I guess he's pretty much his Grand's like sidekick. Not like sidekick, kind of like a companion, I
Yeah.
guess. And I get what would he like to me he looked more like a swordsman, like adventurer, like kind of guy. But like he doesn't seem like a hero or like really anybody special. It's just kind of like that one kind of like protector of like the town that he's in, you know? So he's just kind of like that little local hero, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
So like when he saw like this like shining light, something falling from like at the battleship that they were originally on, I guess he just rushed in to help, and then that's when he found Lyria near a shrine, I guess that was like on the outskirts of their village. And Grand being Grand, pretty much just does whatever he can to help her out. Because like right immediately after finding Lyria, like they're pretty much like ambushed by like the Empire, and And during this entire time, I always like it sounded like I thought they were calling them the Empire. I just imagined like stormtroopers the entire time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, that's pretty much like how I saw it, and it's just pretty much they would just um pretty much like keep on attacking Gran, and Gran just keeps taking them out one by one. But it's not like he's like 100% skillful about it. Because it just seems like it like when he's trying to do these feats against all these people, it does like physically drain him. But he just not like he had like fantastic powers or anything. He just knew how to fight.
Yeah, he just
Uh,
trained to use a sword since he was a kid.
yeah,
But
and you
like
can
not
kind of
even by like, trained professionally or anything. He just like fucked around with a sword on his own.
yeah. So like you could, I really like that you could see that in the animation part of that.
It's surprising that he was able to take down that many though, considering that they're like formally trained knights and he's just some dude.
Yeah, just
from
some
from
random
a
dude.
village
Yeah, some like
with his
podunk
best
town.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He harvests apples.
yeah. So it's just like you really get a lot of that, and like pretty much throughout, um and then it just goes crazy from there. Where I guess it turns out that a big reason why Lyria is being chased is because she, at least to the way Lyria and Catalina described that, she's like an astral but not an astral, but she doesn't even know herself. I guess that was just the best way like they kind of described a little backstory on Lyria.
It was really
And
confusing.
yeah, like it what it did a lot was kind of give you a lot of just questions, and like you'd even like it didn't really explain much was going on. It's just kind of like you it that was just the thing. um, and not only that, she was able to control primal beasts, which I don't know if it is if it was just like in every like village or something, but it seemed like um in this episode, like, oh, that was another thing I wanted to mention, that the primal beast that in the episode was called Bahamut, uh, in which Bahamut, I guess is I've heard that name before, more like in Dungeons and Dragons, but um, I never like really like knew more about it. So I really like their interpretation of Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He's a fucking Final Fantasy summon.
oh yeah, I never played Final Fantasy, but I knew that though.
I don't know if he really is. I'm saying like the way that they represented him was the way that they
Yeah,
do the summons in Final Fantasy.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I don't play those
Uh,
games either. I like vagina.
um,
I touch grass.
I won't go that far. I won't say I do that.
I guess, and then like being like chased and all during all like when they were at the Grand's village and all. I guess like this villain big baddie that was the one that actually like shot her off this. I That was another thing. I they did they the way that they called their ships, they called them like airships.
Yeah,
So it's just, um
they're like
it really,
boats on air.
yeah. And then just to give a little bit more context about like where they are, it's kind of like at least like based on what I concluded, that the world that they're in of Granblue is kind of like
Floating
um
islands.
yeah, like a archipelago, but like in the sky.
My guy just broke out the thesaurus.
Hmm.
Well, I only know because of How to Train a Dragon, and they're pretty much their world is like archipelagos. So that's only the reason why I know. But it was like their version was in the sky. So I really like that touch because I never really seen something like that done before. But pretty much when they're being attacked, I guess Lyria, I guess is gonna be attacked by this general's like Hydra, I guess, which is like this like to their version was like like, or at least compared to like human, it was like a 5-headed like dragon, but it wasn't like really like big, but it was like maybe the size of like 10 bears.
That's quite
That
quite the
that
comparison.
whole fucking comparison he just said, like, I think I'm on the spectrum now. He said compared to a human, it's like 10 bears. What does that mean?
Well, I didn't know how to perfectly describe the size of like the Hydra, just because like
Bro, just
when
say
they
it was like
encounter,
a multi-headed wyvern. Like, it's
yeah,
not a
but not a lot of
giant
people.
dragon, but it's it was
Well,
smaller.
not a lot of people know what a wyvern is. So I just wanted to see a little bit more context, like of a like more of a bear.
About 5 washing machines if you turn them sideways.
If someone's in
Oh,
the washing machine business, he would fucking understand that. He was like, "Got it.
Damn,
Thanks.
that's big.
That's big."
a warlord, if you may.
Fucking Maytag man is listening to the podcast.
Oh.
You don't know, man. Shit. I was like, it's a double. It's not only it's a washer, it's a dryer combo.
Whoa. Can we talk about the way that like she fell from the airship? Like what looked to be hundreds of feet came crashing down in what looked like a ball of fire and just like got
Uh-huh.
up and was like, "Hello."
Hi.
Yeah.
No, plot armor.
But is treated to be like super fragile.
I mean, they're on a ship, so it's. I mean, I couldn't tell
But
if it was
she
like by
fell from
helium.
the ship.
Yeah, she fell from the ship, my guy.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
mean, even
it blew a
Vern
hole
mentioned
in
her.
the ship
Yeah,
and was
she
just
left a
like,
crater.
yeah.
Didn't Vern mention that? Like, how is he like alive? You know?
Yeah, and it's basically, yeah, and then just it was ignored after that, and she's just treated like we can't let anything happen to her. She's just a baby.
Yeah.
We're just like, but she fell from the sky.
I'm pretty
And
sure
is it?
she can like tank a sword hit.
Mhm.
It's pretty much ignored after that. It's just kind of like, oh no, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
um, and then I mean, bringing it back around, the Hydra pretty much kills Gran, and you kind of find out a little bit more what I was saying about Lyria. I guess not only being able to control primal beasts, she also had. I couldn't tell if it was from like the artifact or if it was just her power. They didn't really, at least I didn't really understand that. That she had the power to kind of split her life force in two, so that both could live, but at the cost that they can't be too far apart with each other. At least when Catalina explained it, it was just it's kind of like you're just sharing an entity of one. So if you split apart, that entity will not exist, which would kill both. Is what I understood from that.
Yeah, basically they're stuck together forever.
Yeah.
Also,
And then
as far as the artifact goes, the way I understood it was that the powers are her, and the artifact just helps her channel it. I'm not sure if they explicitly stated that like the artifact itself had power or not.
It didn't.
Because they said that like she was a cursed being.
Yeah. It didn't really go into that much description like about that. Like even like I'm like it's like it doesn't really outrightly tell you that like if it's her or not. It's just more like she has something and Empire doesn't want it to fall into wrong hands.
But they are the wrong hands.
Yeah,
know.
they kept
Yeah,
it
but,
trapped in a
like-
fucking.
They're the wrong hands, but in the wrong hands, they would stop them. That's why.
But they're also the bad guys.
Yeah.
Of course, they are the bad guys.
You're called
I
the
agree.
Empire. You're the bad guys.
That theory hasn't proved me wrong yet. Keep it going.
Well, episode 1 just pretty much and like it just doesn't just wrap up with just Bahamut just like destroying the Hydra and pretty much fending off the Empire. And then it really I actually didn't even think of that. Like it pretty much it did feel like a summon from like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Even the way it was animated, like him coming out and the way he like disappeared back into the amulet. It literally felt like a video game summon. Also, the bad guy from that episode, like the leader of the Knights or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Why did he remind me of freaking Beetlejuice from ReZero? Which I absolutely hate. I hate the idea of that.
I guess I can see it. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just not as intense.
And pretty much episode 2, I guess I guess it starts off with them meeting Recon, I believe. Because I know right after Bahamut, they like have a little farewell party with Grand, and I think I don't even know. I never understood that because like I don't know if they fell from the plane, but like Catalina just happened to have like a sky plane there, so like I didn't really understand.
I'm assuming that's how she got off the ship.
Oh,
I'd also assume that's how she got on the ship.
because originally they were on the ship, so like I didn't like at least based on that, it makes it seem like they went to like together. They were there compared to like when it started that they were already there.
I think they were both supposed to be there with what's her face being held captive, and Catalina was the commander of the Knights, and then enough was enough. She broke her out. What's her face falls off the ship. Catalina flies down. That's how I interpreted it.
I feel like that interpretation's right.
Of course, I'm me.
And when they fly off the island that Grand's on, they land to like this other island, and the best I could describe it, because I didn't really catch a name, even though they said it a lot of times, but it was pretty much like, yeah, they did.
Shit, I also didn't catch it.
I believe it was called Port Breeze, because in that island, or whatever you would call it, their primal beast was Tiamat, and the way they described that version or their version of Tiamat, it was the guardian of Port Breeze. So like
I think I
from
was
what I know,
distracted by Tiamat's boobs.
yeah, like I know the thing I know about Tiamat is just more like she's supposed to be like a goddess or god of like evil. So like in this version, it was just more. She was the one that controlled the winds. So I was like, I found that kind of interesting, and then like they made it more like you were saying, like girl with boobs. So like
Yeah.
I guess it put Tiamat more in a softer light compared to Bahamut. Oh, and oh, I do actually. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna
I
ask,
do.
like, do you not have pictures of any of these people you're talking about?
I mentioned Recon, but I've just realized I didn't send a picture of Recon. But that's Recon right there. I guess compared to that, from what I interpreted, I believe Recon is about the same age as Catalina, maybe older. Because Catalina just doesn't seem too old to me.
Yeah,
Recon just
everyone
seems a
calls
lot older.
him an old man, so I'm assuming he's older than everyone.
Yeah, but like old man in like Japan would be like 30. So I'm like, is he like 30? And then they're like, she's like what, like 19, and they're like 14, or
Probably.
that's the only thing I could imagine. That's what like that's the way I interpreted
That sounds about
it.
right for anime.
Yeah. And pretty much you find a little bit more backstory about Recom, that he is, I guess they call them like a shipwright, or just like a guy who knows how to pilot and fly a skyship, pretty much. Because at least based on what he said, that not everybody can just get on a skyship and like just get on a plane and just just fly it. Like the wind is a little bit more temperamental, especially with like with the ships that they have. So you really need to be able to know how to ride the winds, I guess.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, the context of him saying this is because they fucking crashed their ship.
Yes.
He was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, yeah. That's the reason why they're stuck. They're pretty much stuck on that island. And oh, I guess when they're on there, while they're just kind of like waiting, because I know Recon did offer to fix their skyship, but like while they're like in town, they are attacked by, from what I understood, like mercenaries from the Empire. At least
Yeah,
that's what, at least like based on what I understood.
that's what it seems like. It's this anime's version of Team Rocket.
Yes. I don't have pictures of
God damn it!
those.
Imagine not having
Uh,
pictures of major characters. What is
well,
this, your first time?
oh, I didn't. I don't. I didn't really think they were major characters to me. Like you said, they're pretty much like
They're like
just.
in the last like 3 episodes.
Well, it's just because of the arc that it just seems that they're in. Like I
Yes,
like.
they might not be major characters for the whole season. I don't know, but they're major characters for
Yeah,
the 5 that we're reviewing, James.
that is true. um. Oh, when they're attacked, they get saved by this mystery lady. They in the 5, they don't even. I mean, technically she's not even worth mentioning, so I don't even know why she
No,
mentioned.
she's
It's just
definitely worth mentioning because she gave me major mommy energy and I liked it.
okay.
I think I
Well,
know who you're talking about.
She's in the background here of this picture. There she is right there. Look at those. Look at the fucking thigh eyes. Bro, I'm about to blow a load.
oh shit. Oh, I guess I'd even. You know what? I never even looked at the covers. That there's actually 3 more characters, so you'd be right. But I would even know which one would have like Thorn powers, unless. Oh,
And she has roses all over her stockings, and I was definitely looking at those. So
you know what? You could be right.
horny without the T. Let's go.
Hmm.
And pretty much on when they're on the island. Sorry, um, they also meet this character named Syria, and I think I might have a picture of Silverwhale.
Finally, you have a picture of someone.
Oh, never mind, I don't.
Motherfucker. You son of a bitch.
It's because when I saved it, it's not. It says like ifs, so I can't. I don't have the correct files to send it here.
Just change the extension.
I don't want to do that.
Do you know how to change the name of the...
Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I think I did one. I think I found it.
I have an aneurysm. How am I doing more work when I'm not providing anything? Like, my brain is working so much harder now.
Not bad. Ooh. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're not. Stop apologizing because you don't mean it.
I do. It's just that it's when they meet Sirio, it's just that she's at least I want to give a little bit more context that at least the way that she looks like it was like a dwarf combined with like an elf. But like apart from that, like I think they called her like a Helkin, from what I understood.
Something like that, yeah.
So like it as far as I know, she's like the only, or I don't know, was Sirio a boy or a girl?
I have no idea.
Because I was like, I honestly couldn't tell. I was like, I feel like it is.
They look like a child. They're not. The best comparison I could think of is like a halfling.
Yeah. Like a hobbit. But like a an androm. I can't even say the word.
Androgynous.
Yes. Androgynous dwarf. Well, I'm gonna cut the chase a little bit. They are attacked by I guess the general of the empire. I also don't have a picture of Fear.
Oh my god. About to go dicko mode.
And it pretty much was like this little kid, but I guess he was just the general of the empire.
I think it's the same species as the one you just showed. So just look at this picture, but like put like a Hitler mustache to make it seem evil. And there you go.
You know what?
That's actually pretty spot on.
That's pretty spot on, I gotta say.
It's pretty spot on.
I mean,
I didn't think of it like that.
Okay, that is pretty much what Furious is, and pretty much just like Hitler, they want to destroy the island. So it's just that's what he wanted to do. So pretty much, I guess what they were trying to do was using like the power. He was like somehow manipulating like the power of Tiamat, I guess, to destroy the island with like the wind and everything, but kind of like
so he messed with the air, right?
Well, at least from what I got, he messed with Tiamat because Tiamat controls the air.
Yeah.
And he kind of like did it based on like the town. The town didn't really worship Tiamat.
You know who else fucked with somebody's air?
It feels like a trap.
Hitler. There you go.
Hitler. So that pretty much episode is pretty much Hitler.
I like that they shot his chair and he just like went rolling down the hill.
You know what? That is that is very Hitler, to be honest.
What does that even?
Have you ever watched? I mean, that's a little side.
Like Inglourious Bastards.
No. It's it was like something like Rabbit. Right.
Huh?
No. Oh, Jojo Rabbit.
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet.
I definitely, if you think
If you think Hitler's funny, watch Jojo Rabbit.
I mean, do you know pretty much it pretty much it makes fun of
Yeah,
Hitler,
I know.
and so it's just definitely is worth the watch if you're into. I couldn't get through it, to be honest, but it does like hit heavy like topics though. But anyways, I mean, long story short, it's pretty much the episode 5 and this encounter ends pretty much how the Baccarat episode arc did, where it's just kind of like, well, actually no, because they didn't they summoned. No, wait, they didn't really summon
This guy has
Bahamut,
said
huh?
like 2 sentences and contradicted himself like 5 times.
It's because I didn't like. They wanted to summon Bahamut, but they couldn't. But they had some kind of like she had some kind of crystal around her neck. So like I guess at least the way that I interpreted that she was captured, or like kind of being controlled by Furious. But that's when you see like Grant pretty much jumping from the airship and like pretty much almost killing himself in the process
He
to
seems to do that a
destroy it.
lot.
Like a lot.
And I feel like at least 3 different characters were like, "Hey, can you not do this, please?"
Yeah.
Also, we know that like if they're separated, they both die. But what happens if he dies? Will she also die? Like if he dies in
I
battle?
I did think of that. And I feel like yes.
Because like
Because
when they were running from like the Team Rocket guys, he was like, "Take her and go." I was like, "Okay, what if she gets away, and like they just so happen to find a ship and like leave, and you
yeah, I
you
thought that was
guys just
very
fucking die?"
I thought that was very dangerous. I was like, go, go. I was like, wait, you're not even like they don't even describe what far away is.
Yeah.
Like so I'm like at this point it's just more like you kind of have to kind of figure out it's like, well, what's far away, what like what's too far away? Like what if like you die or like something happens, like you're just kind of just playing it loosely. So he's just kind of introduced kind of like this loose cannon character that's willing to do whatever he can to the best of his abilities to do the right thing. But it was just based on the 5. It was just the story progression itself. I was a little. It wasn't really like there for me, but I do feel like if I keep watching, it definitely would eventually have all these answers and probably get a lot better. But I know as far as everything else is pretty spot on, especially like the world immersion of everything, just like introducing how everything in this I call the world Granblue. I don't know if they had a name for the world that they're in, so I just figured it was just called Granblue. Um, but like like everything how it worked and like the sky ships with like the sky and like the way like the wind interacts with the sky ships and how everything just kind of interconnects. I really liked all about that. And in general, I'm gonna rate this an 8, and I do apologize for rambling on. This is what I do when I'm on my own.
Even when you're not on your own, you do this, you motherfucker.
I know, but
This is exactly like all your other episodes beforehand.
but you carry a lot in this show.
Right,
You
buddy,
carry a
if you
lot.
say so.
Even your tired version of yourself helped a lot.
Right, buddy. Jay, you or me?
I'll go. Simply put, I've known about this for a hot minute, but I've never watched it until now. So I was more of playing the fighting game than actually like that's how I found out
Wait, it's
about
a fighting
Granblue
game?
Fantasy. Yeah, this has a fighting game.
I thought it
It
was
also
like,
has a game before. It's a RPG originally.
yeah, that's what I thought. It like Final Fantasy-esque.
Yeah, but I ended up playing the fighting game first. Found out about this, and then like kind of backtracked a little bit. Read into like the RPG a little bit, then the anime itself. But as far as the anime is concerned, I do like the setting of it. I like the little bit of build up, I guess, that the entirety of the world itself has. The storytelling is okay, but it does feel like a little all over the place.
Yeah.
I I'll admit I didn't watch too much of it. I think it got like maybe 3 episodes out of me, but that's because of like other things that happened in the week for me. Um, but the it's just the little things that kind of like stick out, like loose ends.
Mm.
It doesn't feel like fully fleshed out, given it's
Yeah.
only been like 3 episodes for
Yeah.
me specifically. But I pray it fixes itself. But
Yeah.
at least for from what I've seen, I can give this a solid 6. I I hope it fixes a little better. It's like
So you plan on continuing to see if it will get better?
yeah.
That
I'll see and hang on. I've never been one to be just like "Eh," and kind of just never pick it back up again. Except that
false.
one.
Yeah.
Except that one. That one was that we don't talk about that one.
that is that
That
is
one
the
doesn't
banned episode.
exist. Yeah, that one doesn't exist.
Remember that one?
Don't.
Don't. It was the most uncomfortable like 30 minutes I've had in my life.
I know you guys didn't want to tell me about
Yeah.
it.
That's how bad it was.
As for me, I knew about the game, like the RPG game. Like I
Mm.
knew of its existence. I've never seen anything from it. I've never played it. Most of my knowledge just came from seeing this fucking series pop up on N-Hentai.
Are you allowed to say that on Twitch?
I don't care. What are they gonna do? Ban me? Please don't.
I think I just got verified.
I'm not even verified, bro. I don't have any verifications. So yeah, I went into it blind, not really knowing anything. I really enjoy the character art. I really enjoy the MILF Thorn mommy potentially coming for my buns in the future. I am looking forward to that. The animation's nice. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. Especially when the summons came. I'm a little weirded out by like we keep mentioning the Team Rocket guys. They have like the cross earrings, and they're like CG animated for some reason, but only the earrings. Stuff like that really bugs me. Like, why do shows choose to do that? It's like when we were watching Goblin Slayer, that one frame of him turning was CG, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? Everything was 2D animated. He crouched down, and then he got up and turned, and that was CG, and I was like, huh? I don't understand why this
It just
happens.
looks weird.
Yeah, it was so out of place. It was just an animation of him turning. But yeah, like the storyline so far, I'm enjoying. I also didn't get. Oh,
I found.
I like. I also didn't get through all 5 episodes because I've been so like busy with work this week. I literally got home and forced myself to stay awake this whole time so I can watch 4. I got through 4 of them. But I do enjoy the show so far. So I think for me, I'll give it you know what? I'll say 8 as well, because I did genuinely enjoy it. I did want to keep watching. The only reason I stopped was because we had to start the podcast. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I think when Thorn Mommy comes in, I'll enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, I'll definitely at least have to finish it so I can talk about it with my coworker.
Is Thorn Mommy in the game, in the fighting game?
I have to look again.
I would think
I'll
so.
get back.
I
I'll
wouldn't
get
see
back.
why not.
I'm probably not in versus, but she's definitely in the RPG. I don't think she's in. I don't think she's in the
Because
fighting
I'm
game.
pretty sure fighting games have more jiggle physics. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that.
Thanks, Chief.
No problem.
But yeah,
Alright.
I think
Yeah.
genuinely we all pretty much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I guess
Has a
we're
good
all
feel
yeah,
to it.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't think it's something that I would like, go around telling people like, oh, you gotta check this out, or like, I'm gonna dedicate, my day off to watching it. But if I have some spare time set aside, I'll check out more of it for sure. I might even check the games out. Who knows? Just to get like more lore and stuff, because I'm sure the games are much more heavy with that. Anything you guys want to add before I jump into what we're watching next?
I'm all good, Chief.
Go ahead, Chief.
All right. So originally, I went on Twitter and I asked people for recommendations, and I did, take some of those and put them aside. But this week is actually my choice. Oh. This week is my choice, and I'm going for a classic that was given new life recently.
Oh.
Fruits Basket.
Oh.
You know, a movie's coming out soon.
Yeah, the movie's a prequel though.
Still,
Hmm.
So I don't know if you guys want to watch classic or modern. Either way, it's pretty much the same to my knowledge.
pretty much.
Okay.
So I think you can do either one.
Well, I'm blind to it either way, so.
Yeah. But I think myself, I'm going to watch them both and just like probably compare some details, because I know when I watched the reboot, I did like, it's been years since I watched the original, but I was like, hey, that feels different, So I'll watch them both concurrently and see if I can spot the differences better and talk about that. It's been a while since I did like a deep dive type of thing for an anime.
Yeah.
I think the last one I did was School Days, and I was like,
School
hey,
days.
that's his sister. You guys are like,
It's like
no.
everyone's fucking related. It's like, no.
It's like, 99% of the characters in the show are brother and sister, right?
It's like, what
Huh?
the fuck? We're just like, oh, I didn't want to know that.
Just
But
says
anyways,
modern.
Modern. I'll watch modern.
Is this the first shoujo that we do? Have we done?
Yeah.
As far as that.
Don't give me ideas, bro. My next time I might do Sailor Moon.
Please.
Please.
We'll
Please.
compare original and Crystal.
Oh,
Don't worry, I wouldn't do that to you guys.
I mean, that would be another deep dive, which would be cool.
Yeah, but I don't want to gag. So yeah, look forward to this.
Basket it is.
Yeah, look forward to it. I can probably say, based on what I did see of the reboot, because I watched the whole first season of the reboot. I didn't even know that it had more after that. I was recently told it did. I think I prefer the original, but we'll see what happens on my rewatch.
Okay.
See you guys next week for that.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.